I'm gonna make a short video. I don't know how I'm gonna go into this video because I don't want people to think it's a like a conspiracy theory type of video. It's not. I know it's gonna sound weird, some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about, but I believe it's true, even though it sounds crazy weird. See if I can get into this without sounding too strange. But all right, so my first thing I wanted to talk about were the fallen angels. Yeah, I believe that they're still here because obviously, where were they gonna go? You know, they weren't gonna be accepted back into heaven. They didn't have any other place to go, so they're still here. Um, I believe they still have their powers. Nowhere does it say that their powers were ever taken from them. I believe if any of these fallen angels are among us as people, I'm pretty sure that they are pretty well off because, there's no way you're going to be living all this time and not set yourself up into a good lifestyle. You're not going to be here all this time and be poor. I highly doubt that. But I'm not saying all rich people are fallen angels because, God has power to give anybody anything he wants. So anyhow, that's what I view. I kind of believe that a lot of them are imprisoned. But you know, you just don't know. We don't know. They could be among us. Yeah. And the other thing I notice is a lot of people there's a lot of following to Greek mythology, and I kind of feel like there's some truth in that. I feel like these represent like the fallen angels. Like, we really don't know what they look like once they left heaven. We don't know if their looks have changed. We don't know. I don't know if you ever seen like the old Egyptian drawings on the wall where some of them look like a half like Thoth, I think that's his name, but they look like a half animal, half person. And when you look at certain books, that's kind of how they draw demons. They're like a half person, half like animal. And there's a lot of that in Greek mythology, so I kind of feel like they're all kind of intertwined some way. But I don't really follow those, but I believe there's some truth into all of those. Like, we don't know what kind of powers the fallen angels had. We don't know what they look like. We don't know if they can shapeshift, so we don't know if they're among us looking like people. There's a lot of stuff we don't know, we don't know. Yeah. So I would, it's just a thought to think about. I'm not just saying like I know, like I know everything. No, I don't know. I just feel like these all kind of seem like they kind of fit together. And I don't know if you've ever noticed the similarities in all three of those. The fallen angels, the Greek mythology, and the old ancient people that they had. They had these drawings of these beings that were not fully human. So yeah. And not only that, but even in the Adam and Eve, the serpent, was it really a snake, or was it like, some people talk about this reptilians, was it one of those beings? Like, do these fallen angels kind of, what do they look like? And are they, I feel like they could try to come and say they're aliens because we don't know what they look like. It's it's questionable. It's just a thought. It's a theory. But yeah, I feel like all these kind of fall into similarities. I don't really follow any of those ancient. Well, I don't follow this Greek mythology or ancient Egypt stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you do, if you see similarities and all, you know. But definitely I see some similarities in, you know, some of the powers and some of the way they look. But yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling. But I just wanted to see what you thought, cuz I've always thought that they were so similar. A lot of similarities. I don't know if you ever took a look into all of them, but yeah, like, why wouldn't Greek mythology be about like the fallen angels? Why wouldn't the ancient Egypt beings be fallen angels? And yeah, we don't know. These are just questions. I don't know. I wasn't there. But guess you could ask God, or you can look into it yourself and make your own assumptions. But yeah. Anyways, I just thought I'd put it out there because I feel like they're all have some sort of similarities. They're kind of weird. But there's a lot of stuff we don't know, you know? I feel like there's just a lot we still don't understand and know. But anyhow, God bless you. And yeah, maybe you should look into these and see what you think. Okay. God bless. Say a prayer for me. I'll say one for you. Bye.